What's up, guys? Welcome back to the video. Last year I purchased a Napier Backroadz Truck tent for my 2019 Ford F-150. I did a couple of videos on it, really just like a quick unboxing overview of it. Another one I just kind of set it up and showed what I bring camping with me. But I had some comments and some messages people sent me asking why didn't I do a setup video, because a lot of people were curious on how easy it was to set up in the back of a truck. So today I'm going to do that. It took a while. I'll do it now. Okay. Now the tent that I have is for a short bed Ford, so I have a 5.5 foot bed in mind. So that's what this is made for. They have a lot of options for different trucks you can get, or different trucks you have with different bed lengths and so on. So it's not a one size fits all tent. You have to purchase it for the truck bed that you have and the length and so on. So that's what this is. Now I'm going to open this up. I'm going to lay out the part so you guys can see what it comes with. It really only comes with, I don't know, it's like less than 10 pieces. There's the poles and the tent and whatever. So we'll get that open now. I'll get everything laid out so you guys can see it. All right, I got everything unpacked. I'll show you guys what it comes with. Again, there's hardly anything to it. So I'll show you that now. So the first thing I like to do is I like to get the tent out of the bag and I lay it in the truck of where it's gonna go. So that's what this is here. That's just the tent. And then it only has 4 poles. They're color coordinated. There's a gray one, there's a green one, and then 2 black. The 2 black ones go diagonally across. The green one goes straight across the middle. And the gray one is what goes in the front to hold up the door and things like that. And another thing they've done, they've color coordinated the poles, but they've also color coordinated the tent of where the poles go. So the green tent goes into that green tab. On the front, the gray one has the gray tab where that one goes. And then the diagonal ones, it's marked black where those go into. So they've really idiot-proofed this thing to make it extremely simple. And then the next step after once you have everything laid out, it also comes with the rain shield that goes over the top. Every tent has those. And so the next step you want to do is you want to go around each side of the truck and hook on the straps. Put those, there's 3 on each side and there's 3 under the tailgate. There's one in the middle, there's one here, and then there's 3 that go under the tailgate. So the first step is you want to secure the tent down on each side. Again, all the corners, the middle, and don't tighten them down all the way because you might have to adjust the tent once you get the poles in there. So we'll do that now. Okay, so now we'll just put the straps on. We're only gonna do like one side because they're both the same. So the corner one, just tuck it down under there, just hooks on to the bottom of the bed. It's real easy. Same thing with this one on the side, hooks down the middle there, and same with this one, it just hooks down to the bottom. Okay. And you just repeat that step on the other side as well. Now, if I'm being honest, this next step, putting the straps on the tailgate and securing it on the bottom, honestly is probably the hardest part about the whole tent, or one of the hardest. So you've got the straps on the front here, but underneath you have these, and these go behind the tailgate. You have to pick up the tailgate and reach under and pull them through. Now, if you're short and have small limbs, small arms, it might be difficult. I mean, I have fairly long arms, and I kind of struggle sometimes. So you've got the one in the middle, and you have 2 on the outside. So we'll get those now. Sometimes these go right in, and it's easy. Sometimes it's a pain in the butt. So maybe this will be that rare time where it's not a pain. Because they go down easy, but reaching. Okay, I got that one. The middle one's out there. The end pieces are easier than the middle one because they're easier to grab. And like I like to hook them as I get them. I think it's just easier because it's already in my hand. Now with the middle one, it's always kind of the hardest one, but I don't know why I never did this to begin with. But if you just kind of like put it down, just kind of get it situated where it's kind of like falls down. Yeah. Once you get it like all the way down in there, you can actually pick up the tailgate and it's right there and you can pull it through. And I never used to do that at first. I would just kind of like sit there and struggle with it, try to pull it through with like 2 hands. But that's the easy way to do it. So just tuck it down in there, it'll fall, pick up the tailgate, and it's right there to pull. But with the outside ones, like I said, they're easier because they're just right there. They're just easier to reach. You just grab those and pull them through. But, all right. So we got that step done. Again, in my opinion, that's the hardest part, but that was fairly simple compared to other times I've had to do it. So we got the tent secure on the tailgate here. We got secure on the sides. Now we're going to put the poles in. Now the directions, if you need them, I always use them because I don't want to screw it up. You can't really lose the directions because they have them stitched into the bag itself. So you always have the directions with you. You don't have to worry about losing them or whatever because they're always in the bag. So you put the diagonal ones across first, the two black ones. And like most tents, there's the sleeve that slides through. Some aren't like that, but you know, just line them up, put them through. I'll do the same with the other side. Now once you get the poles through, I clip them on, these two tabs that clip on the poles, I put those on. Directions say to not put them in the pockets in the corner, you have to pick them up, do that last. Okay, now after you get the two black diagonal poles through, you take the green one and put that over the middle. And this one you can actually tuck in the tabs, because if you don't, it's hard to get them in. So this one I always actually tuck it in like it's supposed to. Okay, so you're getting those two green tabs I showed you before. Take your clips, put those on, and then the last one we have the gray one. Now the gray one is what goes across the front. This is what holds up the door. This one is kind of a pain sometimes to get in because a lot of times with this one, it looks like it's going to snap. So you really have to play with this one a little bit to kind of get it into place where it's supposed to go. So you get, once you get that through like that, and you can put one side in to the gray pocket like that. Again, this one is, if any of them are difficult to do, the poles, this would be the one, because it always, like, whenever I do it, I always feel like I'm gonna break it. It just feels weird, honestly. But it's not gonna break. I mean, it feels like it's going to, but it's not. At least it hasn't yet. Okay. Then once you get it in, kind of just play with it a little bit, kind of straightens out. And once you do, put the clips on the pole, like the other side. These clips here, just like the other one. That. Okay, now we got the gray pole in the front, holding up the front of the tent. We got the green one going across. Now we are going to carefully, more or less, get the black ones up into place. Now when I do it, I do one side at a time. Like I'll put this one in the front in, then I'll go to the back on the same side, and I'll do the same thing over there. One in. Now I'll go to the other side, do the same thing. And well, there you go, guys. The tent is up, pretty much ready to go. At this point, once the tent is up and situated, this is when you'd go around to the sides, tighten straps, loosen straps, kind of just adjust everything to make it look a little more even, because it's a little, you know, right now, but that's okay. And depending on the weather, like I said before, it does come with the rain guard, the rain shield, whatever you want to call it. It's got one. I'm not going to put on right now because it's pretty obvious. It's like all the other tents you buy. You throw it over the top. On the corners where the black poles go into, that's where the clips are that hold that down. But yeah, I mean, it looks pretty good. I mean, and depending on the truck that you have and the size bed, there's really a lot of room in these things. Like I'll show you this one. Depending on the truck that you have, like I said, I have a 5.5 foot bed. There's a ton of room in this, you know, and these are designed to work with the tailgate down, obviously. Because if that weren't the case, I couldn't lay down comfortably in a 5.5 foot bed because I'm like 5'10", so that wouldn't work. But when I use this, like I've shown in the other videos, I put a cot, like a full-size cot in this thing on one side, and it's got plenty of room for, you know, my gear, backpack, whatever. You know, if you don't want to put a cot in there, you know, there's plenty of room for karate, yoga, cardio, you know. A lot of activities go on in this thing if you want. But without that cot, it's not very comfortable. So plan your activities accordingly. Now, as far as the inside goes, it's pretty basic. You know, you've got windows on each side, like pretty typical for tent. There is a spot on the top where it zips down. You can see it right there. Some more ventilation. There's a hook on top. I have a light and a fan that I hang from that, so that's kind of a pretty neat little feature. But other than that, that's really the tent, honestly. You know, it's very basic, but it's very practical too. That you can do a lot with it. It's easy to set up. It's fairly inexpensive. I think I bought this on Amazon out the door. Free shipping was under $200. I think I got it on sale. I think it was like $179.99. So it's a pretty good deal. It's a very good tent. The quality I feel is pretty good. I mean, I haven't used it in too rough. I've used it in rain a couple times, so I haven't really used it in too crazy weather. I'm hoping maybe this winter I might try it out in the snow. It's not made for that because obviously it's just a tent, but I might try it out, see how it works. Oh, another thing I didn't mention, I only used one of them. You can buy, Napier sells these strap protectors. It's like cloth, and they go on the straps to keep you from scratching the paint on your truck. But honestly, these aren't rough. I don't know why they would scratch. And I bought these to put on because like I don't want to scratch my truck. But it was such a pain in the butt to put on. I stopped after one and never took it off. I didn't put the other ones on. So that's another option. If you're worried about scratching your truck, you can put those on there. But honestly, these straps, they're not rough. They're not abrasive. They're very smooth. It's elastic. It's like they feel like the waistband of like sweatpants or like underwear or something. So they're not going to scratch your truck if you're worried about that. Not going to happen. Alright guys, that's going to do it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully the people who asked about doing a setup video of the tent will see this. I mean, even though they did ask me quite a while ago, I just didn't get around to it. That's my bad. Hopefully they see it. I'll try to tag some people in that did ask about it. If you want to check out the other videos with this tent, I'll link them in the description below, so you guys can check those out too. I'd recommend it because one of them is actually kind of good. It shows the setup I have, like when I go camping, everything that I can fit inside of it, everything I bring, you know, the surrounding camp area. That's a kind of cool video. I had fun doing that one. So yeah, if you guys have any other questions, maybe something I missed, I don't think I did, but leave a comment below, like the video, and subscribe to the channel, and hopefully I'll see you guys at the next video. Thank you.